Then I was talking about the melanin pigments in the hair. And I told you guys in my previous video that there are two major types of melanin pigments that is in the hair, which is the eumelanin and the pheomelanin. If I tell you that I discovered one extra melanin pigment that is very rare, you won't believe me, honestly. That's why I told you that the hair texture and the hair industry is very, very vast. And you don't just use because of one person's result to judge the entire industry. And I told you guys that the melanin is what determines if the hair can be black or brown. And the pheomelanin is what determines if the hair is yellow or red. And this other pigment, which is the trichosidarin, this particular pigment is rare and can actually be found in red hairs. Red hairs. So you know that this red hair alone is rare, and rarely will you find it in the Asian side of the country or even in the Middle East like that. You can actually find it more common in the Europe. That is why people don't really talk about it like that, because if it is around the European side that you can actually get these blonde units and also the red hair, because red hairs too, like if you even see it or you even see someone that's going to buy it or sell or they're going to sell it, it's really rare. You get that? Those are one of the rarest hair texture or the rarest hair color that you can see in the market. That is just it. So trichosidarin is one of the hair pigments, but it's not commonly found in all hairs. And it's not commonly found in some hairs like black hairs, black hairs and brown hairs. It's not commonly found. It's majorly found in red hairs. It's recognized in red hairs. So even if it's in black hairs or brown hair, it's close to nothing. Like it's close to not even being there. That is just how it is. That's how the explanation is. So every pigment, like the pheomelanin and the eumelanin, can be found in every hair. It's just that you will know the ratio of each pigment in the hair. You might see more of a pheomelanin or more of an eumelanin, which is the one that can make the hair if it's black or brown, and pheomelanin is what can determine the hair is red or yellow. So if there is more of the pheomelanin, there's every tendency that your hair will give you a red or a yellow hair. And if your hair contains the eumelanin, there's every tendency that your hair might be black or dark brown. So in terms of bleaching, when you bleach your hair, if you have more of the eumelanin, because what bleach does not actually wash out the whole pigment in the hair. What it does is it breaks it down. You understand? It breaks down the pigment. So because in my previous video I told you guys about hair structure. So you're actually getting close to talking about hair structure. But let me just tell you guys how bleaching is done. When bleaching or when bleach is applied, bleach don't just wash out all the melanin pigments in the hair. What it does, it breaks it down. So if you have more of the eumelanin in your hair and the bleach comes to break it down, there's a tendency that it cannot lift as easy as a hair that has less eumelanin. You get that now. That is why you see that some people might actually bleach their hair 2 to 3 times before it actually gets to blonde. You get that? Because they had to keep on applying bleach. And the more you apply bleach, the more there's every tendency that your hair might actually damage in the process. You get that now. That's why people add bleach 3 to 4 times before it actually gets to light color. You get that?